Welcome back, guys. It is the Brothers Geek Out podcast. Hope you guys are all well and safe. But we want to say a massive how's it go, bro?
恭喜發財 Year of the Rabbit. So everyone who's celebrating, I hope you have a great year. Hope you're having a good time with the family. And I'm not gonna lie, but being in Hong Kong and Singapore during those times were always just amazing. Like just the vibe and the culture of the Lunar New Year and whatnot. I always love it. Wear my Kung Fu suit, well, my Chinese suit, and then you give out the red packets and whatnot. It's a lovely time. It's a lovely time, family time. So Gong Hei Fat Choi to everyone.
Gong Hei Fat Choi. Guys, we've got loads to talk about. But yeah, it's just been busy, man. Just trying to finally finish the painting and filling up holes in Alara's room, and we just need to get a bit more furniture for her room, like a cupboard and stuff, wardrobe and stuff, desk for her as well. But we had a major incident that happened during the week. Now, that corner side of the room had always had my office, and I put up Funko Pop shelf 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. And at like, I think it was like 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning, bro, all you heard was something crash so loud. And my instincts was to run straight to her to see if she was okay. Not knowing after when I take her, it's like, I see the pots and everything on the floor, so I know the shelf's already come down, but I haven't looked at it. I picked her up. She didn't really flinch or anything. She slept. She only woke up because I picked her up. But bro, I'm talking about the noise was so loud that it felt like something came crashing down. And it did. Something did come crashing down. Those shelves came down. And I'm like, they've been up there for 2 years with the same pops. And like the wall plugs came out, bro.
Well, just thank God you didn't think about like, oh, I'm gonna pull it over her bed or anything. Thank God. You know what I mean? I'm glad you just left her corner safe and clean and nothing, you know.
Now you gotta think, like that. You gotta think that way. And Chanel said the same thing, and I was like, yeah, but I was like, we were trying to work out the way of the room, but then the way that shelf, bro, it's just doesn't make sense, bro. Still doesn't make sense. But yeah, talking to Ash and other people, walls get weak, screws get weak, stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't drilling up nothing on these walls, bro. Forget it. Excuse me. But yeah, that's the only thing, bro. Other than that, been home, just trying to sort out things. I'm selling stuff. I'm trying to get rid of stuff. I'm trying to, only keep what I need. Like I've got loads of stuff, bro. I just realized. So I'm starting to put up stuff on Facebook Market, which is pretty cool because a lot of the stuff goes, people haggle, but I suppose everybody's got a bit of Indian in them. They're going to haggle. It is secondhand goods.
Haggling is everywhere, bro. Indian, Arab, Chinese, wherever, man. Wherever I've been, you're haggling. And there's just different types of haggling. There's the aggressive one. There's, there's what do you call it? The
polite one. Please, brother.
Polite
please.
ones. There's the ones where they don't give a shit. Got no discount. Like there's haggling and everything, man.
Yeah, no, it's just funny how like yesterday I sold some internet plugs that they don't even match up, bro. They don't even work. So I'm like, all right, I bought a new one, so everything just connects up to this easy. Because I was like, my Wi-Fi is rubbish here, and I'm telling Virgin like, there's something wrong with your Wi-Fi because it's just across in the other room. Why is it so bad? And everything else works fine in the front room. It's just now that I moved the table and desk, I don't have a direct connection. Now I've got this power line adapter, which is doing the job, but bro, what a mission, bro. Anyway, I sold these plugs. I tell the guy on the phone, I'll meet you at the local Lidl. Then he wants a second plug. And I'm trying to explain to him, bro, these plugs don't match up. They're two different models. Don't think you're going to get a power line adapter here. They're going to be separate Wi-Fi signals only. So I'm trying to give him the IT spiel. And he was like, you know what, bro? I'll just take him anyway. Can you take 15, bro? You take 15, bro. I was like, just go, take it, bro. I don't want, as long as you know that this ain't going to be a power line adapter, that's my main thing. I don't want nothing coming back to me and you in front of my yard and shit. Then That's the only thing I don't like about Facebook Market, because it's direct. You know, somebody's collecting something, it's come from your house. That's the one thing I don't like. But other than that, so far, alhamdulillah, I think, you know, it is what it is. But Facebook Market is pretty cool. But I got some gadgets and stuff I'm selling. Then I got a whole load of Funko Pops on sale, bro, because after that thing came crashing down, it said to me, get rid of those little fuckers and keep the ones that are going to mean something to you. But I got bare extras, bro, but it's time to let go. I was like, all of it went up on eBay. I was like, each of this thing will buy something for Alara or something, you know what I mean? That must
save the signed ones, any Punisher ones, you know I'm your guy. Any signed ones, keep those. But yeah, time to let go. But I just sold 2 of my Funko. I mean, I got a whole bunch of stuff up on Marketplace as well. Hot Toys, my PlayStation 4, some Funko Pops. I'm getting a couple of conversations, but nothing serious. But I sold 2 of my Funko Pops, so at least that's a start.
Yeah. No, there is. It takes time. The thing is, some of my ones, the signed ones, got dust up, bro. They got mash up. Boxes got mash up. You know,
I almost got scammed though.
What happened? Tell me.
To you, man.
Yes. So what happened?
Well, obviously it was a scam, right? But my guy was like, I mean, he was so detailed in his messaging. I was like, this is just too detailed. And then he was like, you know, I don't do bank transfers due to the nature of my business. And I'm like, what kind of business are you in? Like, what do you mean you don't do bank transfers? Then he was like, we'll do it through PayPal. And I was like, well, PayPal is a safe service. So I'm like, all right, cool. Just take my email address. What's the worst that can happen? You can send me email and shit. Email address everywhere. Then he sends me a note and he goes, oh, you should get an email from PayPal. And then once you do that, we'll take the next step. And the email that came from PayPal wasn't legit. I was like, get the fuck out of here. You're trying to you're trying to scam me. So immediately I was like, bro, you're trying to scam me. Good luck, in the voice of Taken. And I just left it from there. And I was like, man, there was a lot of scams, man. And some of them.
So hold up. So the email he gave you back, you checked the address and it didn't say PayPal, did it? It says
was
.com, blah, 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 blah. Yeah,
it says some bullshit, but you know, PayPal one has the PayPal logo. I think it's a gray background or something like that. Yeah. It was not the PayPal email template. I was like, this is some bullshit. So good luck. But people try and scam you, man. It's always going to be the case, man. Again, hustlers, man. There's hustlers everywhere, bro. We were out in Dubai, so we've done another touristy day yesterday in Dubai, which is nice. We went out to Old Dubai and just checked out all the markets in Old Dubai and all that stuff. But every person, man, is trying to hustle. Oh, welcome, come. Buy spices, buy gold, buy fabric, whatever. And then as you walk past, they whisper in my ear, brother, Rolex. I'm like, bro, you ain't selling no Rolex, bro. I'm not interested in you ain't selling no real Rolex handbags and all that sort of stuff. I'm like, hustlers, man, everywhere you go. And the thing is, as well, sometimes they do it in a way where I'm just like, you know, maybe it works. That's why you do it. But they're like standing there and they're like, brother, come, brother. And I'm like, I have secret. I'm like, bro, like, you think I'm that, like, gonna be like, oh my God, tell me your secret, brother. Like, I'm not, come on, bro. But they do it so, like, casual. I'm like, come on, brother, man. I'm not the right
sly
guy.
guys, bro.
You pick another guy and you'll get them. You'll get them. For me, but for you to be, like, so cool, I'm like, I'm not gonna be excited that you got some secret. And I'm like, brother, I have the new Hot Toy or some shit like that. Get out of here. It's not gonna work.
Brother, I've got the Batgirl movie on DVD for you, bro.
Yeah, bro. Trust
Brendan
me.
Fraser, Firefly. You know, my guy. If that'd be hilarious, bro. They are sneaky guys, bro. I remember going to Sharm el Sheikh with my first wife, and
and you bringing up memories.
Horrid holiday, bro. Horrid holiday, bro. We get to the market part, bro, and that is just pure scam. And because she's pulling out the money out of her purse, they know how much you got in there, bro. And then I was like, right, they're locking the doors and things, man. We need to get out of here, man. I was like, why you come to this shady ass place, like some dumbass, man? This is ridiculous. Like, you've got to be careful. I mean, some places are cool, but some people, as you said, some people are just not smart, bro. And when they hear that secret, come, I have a secret for you, and try and give you a bug Rolex without the X at the end, it's a Rolo watch.
I love the way they tell me that. I'm like, brother, you know what I prefer? That they said to me, brother, I have fake Rolex, but very good quality, like very good, like A-class. Don't tell me it's a Rolex that I'm gonna be like, oh my God, my man's got a real Rolex for me. No. It's funny, man, but everyone's hustling. And the thing is though, every 2 steps you take, there's another brother. Like so many people are hustling, man. But these are hustlers, man. I mean,
they got to survive, bro. They got to survive. They got families to feed and the rest of it. But I suppose if you're not streetwise, and you're not holiday wise, you know, when you go to these places, you know, you've got to remember that there are some people out there looking to do some wrong, man, and put you in some shit. So just you've got to be smart. If you go with your gut feeling, innit? Because when we were in that market in Sharm el Sheikh, I was like, nah, man, my gut is all over the place. I could shit on somebody right now, you know. Hands down, it just felt wrong. And when we went in there, bro, like it was wrong. It was wrong, and it's like sweaty
you
big
gotta
belly
be.
guys. Yeah, come, brother, come. I was like, come on, lad, bro. Why are you touching yourself for, man? Why are you touching yourself before I come in the shop, bro? Come, brother, come. I'm like, this is worse than cheeseburger, man, bro. You know what I mean?
Bro, that's grimy. I mean, look, you gotta be careful. When Ash
Yeah.
was in Egypt or Morocco, he nearly got into a fight because he was just like, no, you're not. They were trying to rob him basically, and he didn't have it. I'm here. Listen, I'm a nice. I think I'm a nice guy. I call everyone brother. I show everyone respect, brother, sister, whatever. I show everyone respect. When they try to hustle me, I'm like, I'm okay, brother. I actually acknowledge them, which is why they want to talk to me more. I really should ignore, but I feel bad ignoring them. But I just said, I'm good, brother. I'm good. I'm okay, brother. I'm okay. Left, right, center. So everyone just walks past and ignores them. But I just want to show that respect. But
yeah, of course.
You know,
of course,
sometimes, man, like the one thing I hear about Dubai. Sorry, I mean, we didn't even shouldn't be talking about hates or what. But the one thing that really boils my blood in Dubai is the drivers. But not any driver. Like, drivers are idiots everywhere, right? Loads of drivers. I probably make stupid moves. Anyway.
Yeah.
In Dubai, the one thing that boils my blood is they come up right behind your buttocks, right? And they flash you. They literally are bullying you off their lane. They're telling you to get out of the way. They literally do that. That's the one thing that boils my blood. Now listen, if I'm on a highway and they're on the fastest lane and they're trying to push me out the way, fair enough. You got that lane. I don't even go in there, right? But when I'm on a road where there was a van next to me on my right, and there's traffic lights ahead and there's a car ahead and you're trying to bully me, I'm like, fuck you. Now in Dubai, this is illegal. You're not allowed to swear, you know, it's illegal. But when they do that to me, that boils my blood. And I'm just like, fuck you. And this pussy, excuse my language, sorry guys, I'm ranting here, but it really vexed me. This pussy decides to leave his hazard flashlight on. And I'm just like, yeah, fuck you. I'm not going nowhere because first of all, you ain't going nowhere. This ain't a highway.
Yeah.
Second of all, there's a bus here. How am I supposed to go into that lane? So I was like, fuck you. And then when we do like eventually break off, he comes past and I'm like, yeah, fuck you. Like, it's illegal. If he catches me do this finger, I could really get in trouble. But it's the one thing in Dubai that boils me about the road. Like, listen, man, if you make stupid maneuvers, you're an idiot, right? Basic. But if you're literally causing me inconvenience, telling me to get out your way, fuck yourself. I'm always like that, man. That one boils me. I don't get out the way for them people.
No, you just take your time, but you gotta keep your cool though, bro. You gotta keep your cool.
I know. I genuinely do, but that's the one thing where I start effing and blinding because I'm like, you're literally bullying me out, telling me to get out your way. Like literally being a bully. I'm like, fuck you, man. And I do that all the time.
You should just harsh brake and let him just go right into you. It's his fault.
I did that once with one car and then somehow he disappeared. So I think he tried to overtake a round, but he knew I went fucking around. Yeah. These are the big 4x4s, bro. Thing is, we will get crushed. So I'm going to be safe. But the missus next time was like, look, I know it bothers you. I'm trying to tell you not to bother. She's like, just try and not let it bug you. So I'm like, you know what? Next time I'm going to try my best to just go, ding, like block him, piss him off.
Yeah, block him and
just go, like smile at him and put my thumb up to be like in your face. Like, you're trying to tell me to move and I told you to fuck off. But instead of giving him the finger, I'm giving him the thumbs up.
Yeah, do that, really, bro. Do that.
But I can listen. Dubai's nice. Cool. That is the one thing. I don't know where they learned this or how they got permission to bully people out of their lane, but wherever they learned this, or that's the one rule in Dubai that they should change on the rules, that you should get fined and your license taken away if you're bullying. Bro, listen, there was a bus here. Literally, I couldn't go. What can I do, right? If I panicked, bro, you cause people accident, and the pussy that bullies you out of the way just goes on. But he could cause a major accident. What if I had a baby in the car or something like that? I mean, I wouldn't be in that lane anyway. But the thing is, no, we came off a junction and there's 2 lanes. So I had no choice to be in that lane. What if I had a baby or kid in the car? Whatever it is, this piece of shit, they do that. And what if you panic and move off before them, then you're gonna cause a serious accident, and that piece of shit goes on and lives his life. So I hope I God forgive me for saying those, but for those people, I always I wish you go and crash and hurt yourself. I don't want to die, but I wish bad things. I need to figure that out myself. I shouldn't. Those people, if there's, I don't want to, and I hope I don't, but if there's anyone I would ever fight in Dubai, it's those drivers. I hope I don't, and I pray I don't. But if there's anyone, if I ever told you I got into a fight in Dubai, it's because of those people. But next time I'm gonna try my best to be like, yeah, fuck off, whatever. And when they drive past, just give them the thumbs up. And
the thing is, you don't have to do it. You, as you said, just stay calm, let them do their thing. If you're in the right lane, you're in the right lane. He just needs to drive, isn't it? If he misses his turning, that's his fault. You know what I mean?
It's not even missing the turning. They just want to go fast. That's what it is. There's no turnings coming up and that, and they just want you to move so they can just drive fast. That's what it is. But it's not like I'm below the speed limit or holding nothing up. It's just they want to over speed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they, bro, literally, bro, is they're coming up behind you and saying, "Get out my way," and I'm like, "Fuck you! You're not doing that to me."
What was his face like?
Care. He had tints on, so I didn't see. So I was just like that as we were driving. But he did slow down a bit before. And I was like, I would fight you. I don't fight people. I never would want to fight people, but I will fight people like you because that's some bitch move, man. But he didn't do anything. The thing is, again, this is one of my things I always say. In the Western world, worse in America, you will get a baseball bat to your car. You might get gunshots if you do shit like that. In this part of the world, in Dubai and whatnot, because there's no consequence, because you can't fight. You can't even give them the middle finger, bro. Right? Because you can't even do that. And there's no consequences. That's why they do that shit. But if there was consequences, if they done that in London or the US, they're getting into a fight. They're getting a baseball bat to their car. Right? They're getting a baseball bat to their head, bro. To their head.
They're getting a baseball bat to his head.
Because they know no one's gonna do shit, no one can fight. They just bully, they do that shit. And I'm like, you're lucky, man. You're just lucky because, like I said, I would never want to fight anyone, but in that sort of incidents, I'm ready to fight you because you're a piece of shit for doing that. So again, bro, like I don't want violence, and I'm happy that it's not a violent country. It's the best thing about it. It's a very safe country. But because of that, people are dicks because there's no consequences. I don't know what the balance is, though. I really don't know what the balance is.
That's the problem, though, isn't it? Because you never know. You never know where that balance is, and you know, different countries, different places are going to be different. Like, yes, if he tried that over here to, you know, a driver, it could be like a, you know, builder or something, bro. You're looking to get a brick through your window, and he's looking to drag you out of the car. You're gonna get bust up on that M25, bro. You know what I mean?
No.
The thing is, he wouldn't act like that when he's here. Some people just that's the thing, bro. And we already have our and I don't want to take it into a cultural thing with Arabs and the rest of it and how they are. I have my thoughts about, you know, that culture, the way they see things. I just don't agree with. So I'll leave it as that.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, we had a bad experience in Saudi, the way we were treated and the way we saw. It's not all of them, obviously.
No, of course, not all of them. But
do you know what it is? You know, everyone in every culture is a dick, basically, right? It's individuals, right? It's just, I don't know where they learned this from. This thing that was taught on the road, fuck knows where they learned this from or why the Dubai law, the road law allows that to happen. I really don't. So that's a stupid thing that in Dubai, that the people who do the road laws and shit, like they're dumb for allowing that to happen. You should be banned off the road if you do stuff like that. So I don't know. That's the one thing about Dubai that I think is backwards and stupid. They need to teach people, like, be a dick on roads. Yes, you're gonna take last minute turns and cut people out, but bullying people off a lane, fuck you. Like every day I'm telling you, fuck you. Anyway, that was yesterday. I don't know how I got into that, but I wanted to express the annoyance yesterday. But we had a lovely day to explore in Dubai yesterday, man, and I'm enjoying it. Next week. Good. Hans Zimmer, I can't wait, bro. Nothing's ruining my day next week on Friday. I'm going to see Hans Zimmer. I cannot wait. That's going to be big, man.
Yeah, that'll be definitely. Keep us posted on that. Send us some videos and pictures. Last Samurai. Let's hope. Last Samurai, man.
I'm crying, bro. I'm going to bust a tear, have goosebumps, bust a nut, everything all at the same time, bro. It's going to be amazing. If they play that tune, I'm finished, bro.
No, that'd be awesome. That'd be absolutely awesome. All right, bro. Let's jump in, guys. You guys have been
Let's
waiting
jump
to hear our
in.
thoughts on what's happening in the movie world. Massive thank you to
Right.
everybody who's always tuned in and shown us love. I know Twitter's like jumped up and TikTok is going really well at the moment. We're coming close to 4,000 followers on there. We started our own gaming channel, guys. So make sure you go check out the Brothers Geek Out gaming channel. I'm currently working on some logo rebranding for the gaming section and the podcast section. So I'm getting quotes and stuff just to kind of rebrand everything. And then I still need to move the podcast over to Anchor. So that's the next thing I need to sign up to and get sorted. It's getting too SoundCloud, you were expensive to host, man. You're trying to bump me, man. So we just paid for Zoom, so we need to cut out a cost. So I need to move everything over to Anchor. So that's happening. But the gaming channel, go subscribe. The link is in our description, guys, so you can go subscribe to that. We'll still put some of the gaming stuff and everything else up onto TikTok and Instagram, but it will be under the Brothers Geek Out podcast. But the YouTube is a whole separate page. We're trying something out. But yeah, go support, man. Go check it out. G-Man's playing God of War at the moment, Ragnarok, right?
Well, before I want to talk about shit, you got me into it. Let's start with that then.
Go on.
Oh my god, that game. Oh my god. Bro, yesterday I fought Thor. I can't express to you, bro, how amazing this game is. Like, not just forget graphics and all that stuff, because that's beautiful gameplay. Bro, the story, the dialogue. This is the first time, maybe after Metal Gear Solid, where I just want to listen and watch, bro, because the interaction between Thor and Kratos, and then even Odin coming I got goosebumps. I was so moist. I was like, this bro, it was amazing. And then the fight, the first fight, which is the one I played, check out on the gaming channel, just so fucking good, bro.
Yeah.
I've never played a game so. Listen, bro, I'm not a gamer, but the only games I play is God of War, Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
And then maybe I might play a bit of Tekken. Metal Gear Solid was one of my favorites, but it just got a bit too long for me. But bro, it was such a good game. God of War is brilliant. So good that I keep replaying it. It is the fight with Thor, bro. They do it good. The character, not just the character building, right? But it's like the story, the dialogue, the attitude, the environment, everything's just wicked, man. So God of War, Ragnarok, absolutely amazing. Check out the gaming channel. I'm literally live streaming every time I play. So it's going to be my journey playing the game, clocking it. It's going to be a long one because I'm not a gamer like Ash. So I take my ultimate time. So I might take this might be a long project or whatnot, but yeah, look, what I'm gonna try and do as well, like try and get little clips of some of the fight scenes or whatever, so we could put them up as separate videos so you could just watch certain fights and whatnot. I gotta figure that out, and we'll speak to you about that later. But man, bro, Gibbs, if you got into that game, you'll just be moist over the gameplay. And Thor, he looks like, a Viking, right? He doesn't look like the handsome Thor that we've seen in the Avengers and whatnot. Oh, he looks like Endgame Thor, so a bit of a chunky games, whatnot. But this is one beastie brute motherfucker, man. It's fucking good, bro. It's good. So yeah, bro, God of War, man. Brilliant game. Guys, check out the gaming channel, man. Like, do follow the journey there.
Yeah, no, definitely check that out. No, it looks good. I watched a bit of it while you were talking at the beginning before you start the game, and it's good. It's something different. We're trying something different. Before we tried to do Twitch, what we can do now is link that YouTube channel to Twitch. So it streams straight onto there and Facebook. So I need to learn a little bit more on finding out how to do that. And then, yeah, go from there. I think it even allows you to, it will end up, if I'm right, every time you stream it, even like Twitter stream as well. Yeah, we'll check it out. I'll read into it, man. I've got a busy week, and hopefully next week I get to chill and do it.
Yeah, okay. I'll try and look into it as well, Google it, and YouTube have to do that stuff as well. I think there's a couple of things that I'm learning, because when I live stream YouTube, I don't know what's happening in the game, so I don't know how to title the game. I don't know how to say what's the right title or what to expect. You know what I mean? Like, I had no idea I was gonna fight Thor, right? So when I wrote the title, it just says, God of War, Ragnarok or whatnot. But if I knew that I was gonna fight Thor, I would have said Kratos versus Thor. Which is why I'm thinking I might live stream it, but see if I could just record the gameplay too. So then that separate recording, I could just cut it up in like little bits, edit it, and put those fights on the channel as a separate, or certain gameplay on the channel as separate videos. I'll talk about that later, man. But yeah, do check it out. And it's nice that we got that channel up there, and we're getting a couple of views. Considering we got no subscribers, we get a couple of views here and there, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's a good thing. So, yeah, just guys, go subscribe to the Brothers Geek Out Gaming channel, guys. It's a new venture we're going on. But yeah, as I said, everybody, thanks for all the support. I'm trying to find out where our podcast is actually charting in the UK, which would be interesting to find out, and that's what I want to do next. So, all these companies are reaching out to do things. And I did a big, massive thing beginning of this week because I was like, there's a new hurdle I want to try and reach to personally, but with the podcast as well. And I reached out to some people because sometimes we've been lucky enough, in the past couple of years, people have reached out to us. So that's where the challenge has not been there. When people ask, oh, how did you do this, blah, 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 we got invited. You know what I mean? That's always nice. But the major one, we broke through it last year a little bit, which was the Star Wars universe. And we got invited to Andor. That's, Disney. Like Disney, we're trying to get in with you with Disney, man. Hook a brother up.
Man.
So
Disney, man.
I sent off an email, and, I was one of those emails where it was like, this probably doesn't make sense, but Bismillah, I'm going to press send anyway. And
Jeez, man.
we got a response. I was in the gym Friday night, and I was boat rowing because I can't do hard running no more. My knees can't take it. I was boat rowing, phone went off, and I was like, the first couple of emails bounced, but then got a response, bro. Boom. And I'm excited. So yeah, more to come, guys, and exciting times for us as well. Gilman's going to reach out to some people in Dubai. I'll get that email sent out to him, but we'll send it.
Yeah, that's what I need your help with. I need to look for the email. You're right. I just need you to send the same email from the Brothers Geek Out channel to them, right? Because there's no point coming from Gilman Ahmed because they're going to be like, who the fuck is this idiot? So
that'd be the best thing. So find the emails, go on their website, and kind of go from there, and whoever else you can connect with. Sometimes LinkedIn. That's why I started to post more of my stuff on LinkedIn. A lot of people find that weird. Yes, it's still work, guys. Yeah, I maybe not get paid for it, but it's still stuff that I could put on my CV, man. I put on top of my CV, I met The Rock. Got a picture of me and The Rock on top of my CV, bro. Why have you got a picture of The Rock there? Some people would never see that as a great achievement or something successful. And I've been listening to Master Shang. I can't remember his name, man. It's gone out of my head now, but he's a Buddhist monk that's based in Europe, and I've been watching all of his videos, and I was trying to find a way of trying to defeat some of the struggles I was going through, and religion plays a part where you pray for some peace, but I've been listening to, let me find his name, bro, because I got to show him respect.
I know who you're talking about.
The Mulligan brothers, the Mulligan brothers do these interviews with him, and he has this really good, it's not just the Buddhist way, but he has a really good understanding on how he presents his wording and what he says and what you could do as a person without it being connected to being a Buddhist or a Christian or a Muslim. He just has a different outcome in the way he sees life. Master Shi Hong Yi. Shi Hong Yi. Hopefully I said that right, man. I don't want to disrespect you, but I love your videos, and he has a really good way of explaining things, and it's really helped me recently to come out of my comfort zone, to start reaching out to people and trying different things. You know what I mean? I'm going to be doing workshops in schools this year, inshallah, which I want to do and help people get to their creativity. So I want to be able to give back. Yeah, I want to do my part to give back. And, as I was saying, we don't get paid for this. And, it'll always be a hobby, but not many people see it as an achievement. People see money, my job role, what I've got as an achievement. But I don't think that's a right way of seeing things. Like, it's nice to have the stuff, but little things that you do, if you learn a new language, if you learn how to draw, or you read a book in a week, that's an achievement. You have to take those little goals and see it as a massive achievement in what you've done. And what happened last year with meeting The Rock, with my name being on a billboard and stuff like that. Those things are slapping on my CV, man. That's like, I was quoted, man. Man got full on ball. Yeah.
I want to say something though, because it's not like a Comic-Con, and those are awesome too, but it's not like a Comic-Con where you paid £500 to meet Michael J. Fox, which is also an amazing experience and achievement. However, you paid for it and you get that. This was through 7 years work on the podcast. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It was you didn't pay to meet The Rock. You were invited based on 7 years worth of us pushing out the podcast, so doing what we're doing and love doing. So that's the story behind The Rock. Like, that's the achievement. Like, meeting The Rock was amazing, and that's an achievement. But the achievement is the story, how you made him. If we did not commit every week for is 7 years correct? That's not right.
I think it's 8 years, bro.
Wait. When I started in Hong Kong, so we're talking about 5-6 years, yes. So, but we're talking about every single week, non-stop for the last 6 years. We've been doing the podcast, and nothing has put us off of doing it, like views and shit. Like, listen, I don't think we've ever even hit over like maybe a couple of 100 views on one podcast. Maybe we hit 100 and a bit. Some shorts get thousands, okay, but I'm talking about a podcast itself has never even touched or come close to 1,000, let alone 500, should I say, views. But in the last 7 years, that's never put us off to be like, you know what, Kibbs, this ain't gonna work. All we do every time, we just invest more of our time. We do it every week. That's the main commitment. We invest in equipment. We do it, man. We do it nonstop. We find time. There's time where I'm traveling in the world and I do it middle of the night, blah, blah, blah. We all figure out the time. That's the hard work to it, man. That's why you were invited. That's why you were invited to this event, because of the 7 years of work. We didn't pay for it. I mean, listen, and again, meeting everyone through Comic-Con and stuff is also great because it's an opportunity to meet, but that's a paid platform. That's that person saying, yeah, you pay me and you can meet me. Whereas this event is like, this person's trying to push out a content. Black Adam, he's trying to push out a project. That's his goal. That's the work that he's been doing. And based on the work that you've been doing for the last 7 years, it's an affiliation of like, oh, let's meet up, man, because I'm trying to push this content. I create this world and whatnot. You're a fan of what we do. You talk about what we do. I want to meet you. You know what I mean? Like, it's all hard work. If you didn't do the podcast every day, every week for the last 7 years, you would not have met The Rock or anything last year. So that's what I wanted to say. That's the achievement for me.
Yeah, no, of course, bro. That's what I'm saying. So little things like that. That's what people need to know, is that you just put your time, effort, be continuous. And, sometimes, yes, it could be tedious and, the different timings don't work or whatever. Like, listen, man, if you guys have been listening to the episode, I'm looking for an extra brother to work with, man. I'm going to have the second one soon, and I'm not going to have the time to get to go to all the screenings. Reach out, man. Come on, man. Reach out. Let's do it. But all right, enough of that. Bro, let's talk about what you guys listen to.
All right, well, look, I got to start off with something else. I mean, it's about Alec Baldwin, about the situation that happened on that movie, Was Shooter. He has been charged with involuntary manslaughter. Involuntary manslaughter. So that's basically, I don't know nothing about law, but I tried to research exactly what that meant. But it's in regards to, it's manslaughter, but unintentional. Now, I don't know if that came with time or anything like that. I mean, he is a movie star. It was involuntary, and I don't know what happens.
It happened while he was working, so
that bullet should never have been in there.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. There's a lot of accountability there, man. But end of the day, I don't know even what, like, the family of the individual who got shot. And forgive me, I forgot her name, but I don't know. It's tough in all ways. But anyway, that was something that came up this week. Couple of things I'm listening to. Sorry, was there anything to say on that? I tried to move on swiftly just because it is a touchy subject.
It is. There's only so much I can say on that. And we know Hollywood, bro. Something's going to be bad at this. Something bad's always coming out of it. And he probably won't serve no time on it because it was an accident. But there must be some sort of repercussion to find out how the hell the bullet got in there. Why was there a bullet in there? Why?
Mm.
Why do
I mean,
we have visual effects and everything else, but there's always a practice of how you use a prop like that in reality.
I don't know, man. The last major one was Brandon Lee.
Yeah.
How does the bullet? I mean, there's so much Q&A and testing and checking that's got to be done. There's got to be some sort of accountability of how that got in there. I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. So one thing that Rogan talks about, which I find interesting about violence in a movie, like, man, violence and shooting and stabbing and killing in movies is so fun, and the hero does it, like John Wick's destroying people, and it's like the hero's doing it. It's so awesome, but it's a fucking bad thing, bro. Like, violence is so bad, but we're cheering it on in the most. It's just crazy how movies.
Sorry, go on. Sorry, finish up.
No, I'm just saying it's crazy that movies have violence in it. The hero does a lot of violence, and we cheer it on. And there's other things that will always be banned. I think he compares it to pornography and whatnot. But it's like, yes, that's disgusting, that's bad, and blah blah blah. But violence is just as bad if you in that kind of manner. Now, I know it's two different things, right? With the pornography and the movies is the movies is made up, but I don't know. It's still, we're supporting the violence. We're still cheering it on. Like,
It's hard.
Shoot them in the face.
Because you know what? I think we grew up in an era with some of the stuff that we saw. They didn't show the full violence of it. Does that make sense?
I don't know. Maybe we missed shit, man. We wouldn't watch certain movies back then.
Even with Commando, bro. Come on, bro. There ain't no blood in there, bro.
Well, that's true. That's true. We're talking about those. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Ain't no blood in there. So like now we've come to Predator. They show things. They show things, but they don't show my man. I don't know. It's a hard one. They did show him chop off his arm.
There's certain things, but now you're seeing like half the head being blown off, shot 4 times in the head. Like, I mean, look, now it's still. I mean, like, again, like John Wick stuff is a beautiful art, man. I love looking at him. Like,
yeah, because they made it look good.
Yeah,
it is. Of course, it is. And yes, we cheer the heroes. Yeah, we do.
Rambo 4. Okay, think about Rambo 1 compared to Rambo 4. Now, Rambo 1 probably was you don't see much blood, or maybe not, or maybe, but even Rambo 2, people just getting shot and they jump off or whatnot. Rambo 4, bro, people getting exploded with guns and belly cutting open and cut my man's fucking belly in two, and intestines falling out and shit, like whipping man's throat out with his arms. It's a big difference in the way they show violence, but that's
violence
not just in movies now. TV, look at like Game of Thrones, but one of the best shows ever. The violence, the sex, it's on TV. Like, go for it. Like, it's all out there. You know what I'm saying?
Have a game.
Betos all over the place, bro, and it's normal now. It's weird.
danger.
It's weird. But sometimes it's like I said, in a John Wick content is fucking fun. Anyway, look, I mean, I know we went off topic a little bit, but
no, that's all right, bro.
I spoke about God of War. Listen, there's a couple things I'm listening to, man. I wanted to talk about, man. One of them was a podcast with Lex Friedman podcast. I don't know if you've heard of him, bro. He's been on Rogan's a few times. I believe he's an MIT professor. He's like a genius in technology and engineering, robotics or something. Really intelligent, nice, humble, loving dude, bro. Really cool. He seemed like a very young guy. And he had a recent podcast with a Muslim sheikh, a Muslim brother named Oman Suleiman, and I believe I've seen him around on Facebook and social media and whatnot. But he had a beautiful podcast with him, bro. It's like 3 hours. I posted it in the group, but if you have a chance, listen to it. I've never in any sort of media, Muslims get it, bro. Right? First of all, Muslims get it in all sense. Second of all, if you had a Muslim go on any media channel like Fox to defend Islam, he's only got 30 seconds, and in that 30 seconds, the presenter's gonna cut him up and just say, "Oh, terrorists," and throw it all out there, right? So they never get the truth. Lex Friedman's one like up there with Rogan as one of the best interviewers, where he lets the person who's interviewing just talk, right? And he really, first of all, they're both humble dudes, loving dudes, smiling guys, and he really allows him, and it's the first time I've ever heard it on a podcast, 3-hour podcast, allowing this guy to express Islam in the way he does. Like, Lex brings up, topics about why does terrorism get crossed with Islam and everything, bro. And he just lets him talk. It's beautiful, bro. I'm honestly, I've never heard Islam allowed to be spoken of in that calm, chilled, and long form manner. It's beautiful, but you have to watch it. And Lex is just amazing. Like halfway through the podcast, it was one of the prayer times, and he stops the podcast. He's not Muslim, by the way. Lex, I believe Lex he's a Russian dude, but I think he's Jewish. And he said to the brother, like, I would love to join you in prayer. I don't know what to say, but I just want to join you in the movement. Well, he's just a beautiful human being, Lex Friedman. Do check him out, bro. He's super intelligent and just a beautiful human being in general. But amazing podcast, and it's amazing that he gave this Muslim brother the platform and allowed him to talk. Please check it out. It's so beautiful. So
no, we'll do, definitely.
The other thing I'm listening to is David Goggins' new book. So good, but that guy's a beast. I'm through, not halfway through. I'm just in the beginning. It's called Never Finish or something. I was going to say Never Back Down, but that's not true. What's it called? Hold on, let me pull it up.
Javed's favourite film.
That's Javed's favourite film. Wait, I have to pull it up because it's so good, man. For 1 second, how could I not remember the name? But he's one of the, for me, man, I'm really inspired by Never Finished.
Never Finished.
His first book was awesome. His second one, this one, Never Finished. It's deep. It gets hard. And just the way he is, man, as a human being, his determination, his discipline, just his will to never give up, very inspiring. So it's a book I'm listening to now, David Goggins. Do check it out. Couple of things I've watched this week, bro. There's a movie that I found yesterday on Amazon Prime called Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot. It's about a real life story about a guy called John Callahan. Now, this movie, it had Joaquin Phoenix playing in John Callahan. It had, what's his name, man? Jonah Hill was in it. Jack Black was in it. It's about an individual, bro, like who basically was an alcoholic. He had trauma from it as a kid, right? And then became an alcoholic. And by the age of 21, he got into a car accident and literally, bro, he lost the feeling. He lost the movement of his body. I can't remember the actual name for it or whatnot. His spine got damaged and he was in a wheelchair. And then even then he was still drinking. But then he joined this group, like an AA type group, and not like a professional one. Like Jonah Hill put together a group of people. Jonah Hill's character put together a group of people who are, all alcoholics and whatnot. But they had just a different way of doing things. But it was very deep. And obviously throughout the story, this guy, John Callahan, had an epiphany, learned about forgiveness and, forgave his mother for kind of abandoning it, like everything throughout the whole thing. And it just kind of changed his whole life from an alcoholic who had this mad accident, couldn't be able to walk, was in a wheelchair, to have an epiphany to just come to a point where he was in the best place of his life ever. And he was not able to use his body. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And Joaquin Phoenix, bro, you know what kind of performance he's giving you. It's the best.
I need to see that.
Check it out, bro. We found it randomly yesterday on Prime, and it was actually really good. So
yeah,
check that out. And of course, Jonah Hill is an excellent performer. I mean, I can't wait to that You People movie. I know it's going to be a comedy, but I love watching Jonah Hill on the screen. He's just awesome. But
he's wicked. He's wicked. Did you watch that one, Stilts, Dr. Stilts, or what's it called? Is it Dr. Stilts? It's basically a documentary about him and his therapist, and he had his therapist.
Oh yes, I started watching it. I didn't finish it though. How was
good.
It?
Really good, bro. Really good, and he has a really good, what's the word? Concept on how life is. Life is pain. We work, we sleep, we get onto our day-to-day things, but we suffer a lot of pain, and I don't think a lot of us talk about it. It's painful when you're trying to just get through everyday life. And he has a really good concept on it, bro. It's really good. It's on Netflix. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. And Jonah Hill is just awesome. I got enough love for that dude. Ever since Superbad, he smashed it, bro. I don't care, bro. He smashed it.
How amazing is he as an actor? Because from Superbad, you're like, yeah, he's just a funny comedian and he's awesome at what he does. But the acting that he's put through, the performances he's done,
amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Absolutely brilliant.
It's put the hard work in. And here's a guy who suffers insecurities and all sorts of issues, and talks about it and goes through letting people know that I'm still just a normal human being, man, just trying to get through everyday life. But because I am in the limelight and I've chosen to do a job like this, it's going to be difficult. So no, really good, bro. I'll check it out. Definitely watch that. Definitely watch it.
Yeah, he is a jiu-jitsu black belt, just throwing it out there. That helped him lose a
Nice.
lot of
I
weight.
didn't know
So
that.
he's
I did
not
not know
black
that.
belt, sorry. I think blue belt, sorry.
Yeah.
Blue belt, but he got into it and that's what helped him lose a lot of weight. So he's
Oh,
awesome.
interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. I watched another show, bro, that was on Netflix called I don't know, I can't pronounce it. Kaylee Scope. The one with
Kaleidoscope, bro. What you
fuck you, man. You know I can't read. Fuck's sakes, man. I watched the
Kelly,
whole show and I don't even know.
Kelly. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I'm streaming live on
No, don't do
TikTok.
that, bro.
So
Don't do
I'm
that.
streaming live on TikTok right now, yeah.
Bro, delete this part. Delete this part.
And so people are just listening to the conversation from my side. But if you guys heard it from the other side, me and my brother, we both suffer dyslexia. A massive thank you for the likes, guys. Always grateful to have you guys come up on the live stream. I'm gonna go live stream more often, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Right now.
Bro, you say it's all right, bro. It's fine, bro. Look, I can't read myself. Yes, I read comics, but because the images help me actually go through it, it's helped me read more. But bro, that's probably the best one. I'm gonna make a little clip of that.
No, don't do that. Not this one. But I mean, I actually genuinely feel embarrassed, bro. Fuck that word, man. I've never read that word in my life, bro. Fuck
you know what?
Word.
Don't worry, bro. I did the same thing when I was looking at the trailer. I'm like, and then Shanaz was like, kaleidoscope, man. God damn.
I watched the whole show not knowing the name of it, or not knowing how to pronounce the name of the show. Anyway, fuck that. It's a heist show, and it's got my guy. How do you say his name, man? I'm not gonna
Gusto, man.
Yeah,
Gusto.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm not
Gusto.
gonna try it no more, man. My insecure reading, bro. it was surprisingly good, and what I found out about the show is, you can watch it in any order. Like, it's not supposed to go in any order, except I think so. It's based on different colors. Each episode is a different color. Now, I think the white color one you're supposed to watch at the end.
Yeah.
What was that? Okay, are you waving at me or are you waving at someone?
No. People are like messaging and dropping some love on the page, so I'm just waving back at them, saying thank you.
Cool.
Go on.
So yeah, the white episode you're supposed to watch at the end. That's the last episode. But everything before that, you can watch it in any order, which is awesome. I never knew this.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Because as you watch the show, it's confusing. You're like, have you seen it, by the way?
No, I haven't seen it yet, man. That's the next thing I need to jump on.
But it's all over the place, and you're like, I'm a bit confused. But when you get to the end, you're like, oh, I see it all matches together. But they made the show where you don't have to watch it in any specific order. So great show, bro. I definitely recommend it. And so that's one thing I watched. The other thing I watched was Godfather of Harlem's back.
I haven't seen that yet.
Whitaker. I've been telling you that I really enjoy that show. Great cast, Forest Whitaker. You got my guy still, Gusto, and loads of other people. You got Kingpin dude that was in it before.
Michael D'Onofrio?
Yep, D'Onofrio.
Oh, okay.
All right, and Last of Us, bro. That's the last show I watched, which was epic. That got all the news this week, man. Best show. Did you watch it,
bro? Very good, very good. We watched it the other day. Listen, I haven't played the game for The Last of Us, and I'm gonna quickly let the guys know that are watching online on TikTok as well, that The Last of Us is for a person who doesn't game, who hasn't played the game, really connected because, you know, Pedro being the dad that he is, already being the Mandalorian looking after Grogu, and then like what happened in this, it was heartbreaking, bro. It got me. But very interesting way of storytelling, bro. The only thing for me, which I could say overall I enjoyed it. It did dip in the middle a little bit for me.
Okay. You think the first episode was too long? Because it was like an 80-minute episode.
Well, it was 2 hours. Sorry, it was an hour 20 minutes. But I felt like the episode went from going what's the word?
It started
really, you know, suspense and tense, and you know, you're like, oh no, what's happening, what's going on, and then suddenly it dipped because we had to get that mid-story to find out 20 years later what happened. But I don't know, because, and here's me, a novice, because he doesn't know about the game. Do they tell you a little bit about what happened in between?
I've never played the game either, so only Ash has played the game. I've never played it. Yeah.
So we need to chat to Ash. Ash needs to jump on something, bro, because he needs to start streaming. Hold up, let me see.
He needs to give us the review for the game, bro.
Yeah, that's right. He does.
I've never played, but I on YouTube. I was seeing that people, because bro, listen, all the people who played the game
Yeah.
All of them, as far as I know, have said that it's the best alliteration of video game to show or movie or whatever it is ever, right?
Okay.
And someone done a split screen of the game and the show, and it was spot on, bro. They got scene by scene spot on certain scenes. It was, like I said, bro, I haven't played the game and I'm not most of it because of the game. I have no idea of the game, but just because, you know, honestly, Pedro Pascal and whatnot, he's awesome. And the show is really good. It had me, I was in, bro. I didn't
Look,
have
I'm
to know about
interested.
the game.
I'm interested. So we've
Yeah.
got episode 2 coming out tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to seeing that during the week. But
Definitely.
no, if you guys have seen The Last of Us or haven't seen it and you're a fan of the game, go check it out. Let me say, I think Yusuf said hello. Karina said she thinks it's brilliant. Pineapple said, have a good weekend and speak soon. Awesome. Guys, massive thank you again for jumping on. Invite, somebody's looking to invite. Because I can't have 2 conversations. Let's continue. Go on to the next thing, bro.
Yeah, all right, cool. All right, next thing. Avatar 2 creeping up to 2 billion. It beat Spider-Man, No Way, Far From Home, No Way Home. What was the
Making
last
the
one?
monies.
No Way Home.
Avatar, yeah.
It's
No Way
gonna
Home,
be
yeah.
2 billion. It's gonna get,
Of course
it's
it
been
is
like
easy,
a month.
bro. Easy.
It's been like a month. It's definitely getting to 2 billion. Whether it gets to that high 2 billion plus, I don't know, but it's definitely getting to 2 billion. And I reckon it'll be up there with Endgames. I don't know if it'll beat Endgames, but it's definitely getting up there, especially in a month. So that's big. On that, what's the next one? Matt Hamill.
Mark
Hard
Hamill,
to
man.
pick. Mark Hamill, fucking hell, man, basically.
God damn, brother,
Sorry.
please.
I know that's a disrespect. People are going to be well upset with that one. But I'm not in a that's fucking skyloscope or whatever I tried to say.
Kaleidoscope, yeah.
That fucked me up. I'm nervous now. I've lost all confidence of trying to read that.
It's all right,
Anyway,
bro. It's all right.
Mark Hamill, of course I know Mark Hamill. Anyway, he said it's going to be hard for him to play the Joker without Kevin Conroy.
I don't blame him, bro. That's like brothers in arms, isn't it?
Mm.
That's brothers in arms, man. I totally respect his decision there, because if 2 people can vibe off each other that well when they're playing those characters, then it's going to be really hard, man. That's like any family member not being there in a room no more, you know, conversating no more. So respects to him, man. It's a hard graft, bro. It is a hard graft. And when it's a passion project like that, where 2 of you are best of friends and you guys vibe so good, I don't blame him, man. I know a lot of people are upset they want him to play the Joker still, but he's had his time. He's done his time. He's done his time as Luke. He's done his time as the Joker. You know, bless him. That's 2 iconic IPs there, bro. He couldn't have asked for anything.
I think he just needs time. I reckon he could do it, but I think he'll need time. I don't think he's going to say, I'm not doing it. I think what he's trying to say is, like, I need time before I get back into it, because, as you said, it's going to be hard for me to perform exactly how I did, because, you know, Kevin Conroy, rest in peace, is not going to be there anymore. So in time, I reckon. Okay, cool. John Carpenter has kind of let it slip a little bit that he's working on a Dead Space film, or it may be in the works, a Dead Space film with another director. So Dead Space is another video game. I'm not really familiar with it at all. Of course, video games to movies or shows is always a difficult one. Sonic was a great success. Mario's coming out. We just spoke
Alexa.
about Last of Us.
Sorry, I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Sorry, bro. My Alexa's losing at the moment, so
Device.
shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Unplug both of them, then plug the router back in. Wait
Well, proper
30
instructions,
seconds.
boy.
Once the router
Me know I
is
want no
plugged in,
instructions, man.
to the
All right, bro.
internet.
Continue, bro.
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
just
Plug it.
All
lose.
right, there's that. Next one is there will be our Rangers. A Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reunion, bro. So all of the originals, man. Who's Walter Emmanuel? Walter Emmanuel Jones, bro, who returns as the Black Ranger. Zach alongside David Yost, who plays the Blue Ranger. Billy in the Netflix Mighty Morphin Power Rangers once always. But it's a reunion shit, man. I mean, that's going to be kind of epic.
It is, bro. You know, I watched the Power Rangers movie the other day, and I thought, you know what? This is decent, man. I had a game.
It wasn't too bad, was it?
It wasn't. I thought it was a good movie, so I went up on Twitter and said this movie deserved a second, a sequel, man. What's going on, man? How they dark us like that? and a lot of people responded, bro. I didn't realize it. A lot of fans, you know, did enjoy that movie. I enjoyed that movie. So why didn't we get a second one? The soundtrack was great. The martial arts was good. The visuals looked good, and they had some really good actors in there as well, bro. So I'm actually surprised we never got a number 2 for that movie. But this should be interesting. You know, 2 of the original first Power Rangers coming together, and you know, it's a big tribute. It's 30 years later, so should be good, bro. I mean, I'll watch it, bro. You know, I was never a big fan of Power Rangers, but I still love the passion and the pop culture and the nostalgia that it brings to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
definitely, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'll look forward to watching that. I'll see what that is. I'll definitely check that out. All right. Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon, I believe it's got a release date of December 22nd, 2023. Now, is his, they keep saying that it's like his version of Star Wars or some kind of Star Wars.
It's a
type
space
movie.
opera, isn't it?
Space opera, okay. But
Yeah.
that should be interesting. And I believe it's 2 parts, if I read it correctly. But yeah, I have to look into that. But anyway, December 22nd, Zack Snyder.
Well, yeah, no, we've got a whole load of trailers that came out. You know, what's coming out this year for Netflix. You know, you got Extraction 2. There's loads of movies coming out this year on Netflix. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Zack Snyder does on that one. You know, like
Have you seen all this stuff about the DC? All the DC fans are trying to get Netflix to buy the Snyderverse and try and pull it out on. I mean, you gotta let it go, man. I think we gotta move on, innit? We gotta move on.
You know, the problem is, bro, is how toxic the fan base is. And I was jumping on so I've started jumping live on TikTok, and we have discussions with people. And yesterday I was like, you know what? I never get to talk to other people about it. And so his name's David. He's a cosplayer. He's an artist himself. Very interesting dude. We had a wicked conversation on TikTok talking about, you know, Marvel Phase 4, DC, but then how toxic the fans are now. We've come to a point now where these franchises have football, sports mentality, toxicity. That's the word. I can't even say it properly. Toxicness in
At least you said it better than what I tried to say, bro.
bro. Solicit that. Kaleidoscope. So yeah, it's come to a point now where we're getting sports stuff into the movie world, which is very hard, bro. Very difficult. This camera is going all different colors, man. I don't know what's wrong. Anyway, yeah, so that's what's happening with the fandom, bro. We're getting madness like that. So it's very difficult to say where, you know, what it'd be like later on in the future for us when it comes to this franchise, bro. I just feel like it's a bit drama at the moment.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, look, I don't know if it's like football hooligan, but I think people are just people.
No, bro, it's coming to that.
Hooligan.
It's coming to that. Did you see what? There was a tweet that went out. Actually, hold on. Let me. I need to read this out now. I'm going into my DC family, UK family group. There we go. Where we go. Let me see. There was an image that went around the other day about the madness on Twitter. So this is from the Snyder fans, yeah? Somebody that runs the Snyder. It goes, it's time, boys, to do the do. We will own San Diego Comic-Con 2022. Should be 2023. Save up. It will be the day for the history books. They'll know not to fuck with the supporters of the Snyderverse. Let's get the ball rolling. More details will come up when released in a private domain, and each of you will be briefed. Bro, we won't stop until they take us out. What the fuck? Sorry. We won't stop until they take us out by any means necessary. Bro, they're looking to take out people for... Yeah, man, kaleidoscope moment, bro.
Yeah, one of my kaleidoscope. Bro, sorry, go ahead, carry on.
You must realize we are at war with wicked power. Think about Cavill, think about Ray Fisher, Gal, Affleck, Jason. This is for them. Death before dishonor. San Diego Comic-Con is ours. It's ours. We will be remembered, boys. Keep tuned for updates.
that doesn't sound positive, but that doesn't sound good at all. But that sounds like some Riddler shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Yeah, of
Batman,
course.
how we perform together. But that's not good, bro. That doesn't sound good. And what they, hopefully they're just saying we're gonna cosplay and really, I don't know, get all the deep Snyder fans together. But it sounds horrible, man. It sounds like some kind of violent shit going on. I wouldn't. But if I was planning to go to San Diego Comic Con this year, I probably would cancel it and be like, fuck that. I'm not trusting that shit.
No, same here, bro. Some people, man, they're just on it, right?
It's disgusting,
Just
man.
upset.
But, I mean,
upset. Anyway,
it's weird, man. People are basic, bro. All right, moving on. You spoke of it real quick. Extraction 2 coming out June 16th.
yeah, boy, I'm looking forward to that. Definitely.
That was awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Chris Rock comedy special coming out March 4th. So I'm looking forward to that. He's been on fire. Bro, did you watch? Oh, we spoke about Eddie Murphy on the when he accepted his award. Yeah,
Eddie Murphy.
He's been on fire apparently after the incident, but for him, he took it and elevated. Saying that, I think Kevin Hart's in Abu Dhabi next month, which I'm going to try and get tickets to actually. Okay. Well, I watched that show on Disney called The Bear. It was a show about a chef.
Yeah.
And a kitchen. Remember I was telling you about. They got season 2, which will premiere this summer. I'm happy about that because that show was really good. I was telling you about it. I watched it in London. And it just showed the madness, not just the madness of a chef in the kitchen, but just there was a family dynamics and so much sort of kitchen dynamics and chef dynamics and whatnot in was it Brooklyn or somewhere in New York or something like that? No, it might even be New York, it might be somewhere else, Chicago or something. But really good show, really good show. John Bethman was a part of it, and I'm excited for that. Anyway, Tron 3 with Gerard Leto is, I believe they're going to start filming it this year. So that's exciting. After a long time again, I hope we get, Daft Punk retired, right? I mean, I hope they put a soundtrack out for this because their last one was awesome.
Yeah, the last one was amazing. I love that soundtrack. One of my favorite soundtracks, bro. I'm going to listen to that while I cook now.
Well, I listen to it. It's on my phone. I always got it on, man. It's such a brilliant soundtrack. Okay, Rainbow Six is finally getting a movie with Michael B. Jordan.
Boom.
So that's another one. Channing Tatum buys the rights of Ghost and plans to make a remake. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, starring the remake. I mean, I don't know if that was fake news or whatnot, but you know, Ghost was epic with Patrick Swayze, right? And it's always been remembered for that little the pottery scene, pottery Badusi scene. But yeah, I don't know. That's a kind of a classic movie to redo a remake, to be honest with you. And it had that great soundtrack, that great love tune or whatever in it.
Yeah, I remember. But yeah, no, we'll wait and see what he does with that, bro. It'd be interesting to see somebody. Well, I don't know. It's a weird one to go by, you know what I mean?
He's a funny dude though. All right.
Black
Panther. Well, check this out. Black Panther and Ant-Man will finally, well, Ant-Man's going to get released next month, but Black Panther will finally get a release in China because Marvel, I didn't know this, but Marvel had a 3-year ban in China, bro. And the ban is finally coming to being lifted, and Black Panther will be released, and they're going to release Ant-Man as well when that comes out. So that's crazy.
Damn, 3 years.
3 years. So does that mean after Endgames, right? No, wait, before.
Yeah.
2022. Yeah, so Endgames came out, what, 2018 or 19?
19.
Man, they should re-release that shit in China, man. Make a couple of extra 100,000 and make that number 1. Anyway, I didn't know Marvel done that. I mean, look, we spoke about it with Shang-Chi, and I believe maybe it was Shang-Chi. When did Shang-Chi come out? Might have been Shang-Chi, you know.
Not sure. I need to check. Shang-Chi
release date was 2021 well, that's not really 3 years. Anyway, considering the Marvel movies have been banned in China, you know, that means I reckon Black Panther will go over $1 billion. I believe it got to near 800,000, I think it was. So I reckon it might hit the $1 billion out there, because last year the biggest movie for Marvel was Doctor Strange, and I believe it was like 900,000 something. So if this gets released in China, I reckon Black Panther will hit the $1 billion. But yeah, interesting that they've been blocked there for 3 years.
Can you hear
Okay.
Alara in the background?
No.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
All right. All right. Cobra Kai season 6 apparently will be the last one, which kind of sucks because I love that show. And I actually
Same
don't want
here,
it to
bro.
end,
Same
but it
here,
have
but
to end.
there's got to be a place where it comes to an end. And I know we're going to get spin-offs. The franchise is revitalized, bro. So we will get spin-offs and all the rest of it. So we are lucky to have that right now. So let's see what happens, man. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to
I
see
love
what
that
they do.
show. For me, I swear all seasons were the best. Like, I don't think any season was better than the other. They're just all
The only thing, the last
amazing.
one didn't have enough Miyagi, bros. They didn't have enough Miyagi. They didn't have no Miyagi quotes, something for him to look back at. That's what I miss. I miss Miyagi, bro. Like he'll always be a big key. He'll always be in them, you know.
Of course.
He's passed it on to LaRusso, but it's like, man, you know, some of those quotes just hit the heart, and it's like, oh, Miyagi-san, I miss it. And you know, it's funny because I was laughing the other day, and everybody was asking, like, "Why are you laughing?" I was like, "My mate used to call my dad Mr. Miyagi," and now I look at my dad, I'm starting to see it. And when he goes, "Oi,
see it
oi,"
too, yeah,
when he
yeah.
screams at like Idris or Alara, "Oi," and I'm like, "That's Mr. Miyagi." And the dress sense, I just see dad, and I'm like, "Oh man, Dwayne, you're right, bros. You're right, man. You're cussing me." And I always used to say, "Nah, man, what are you talking about, man? My dad don't look like that." Now I can see that posture and the way he's carrying on. But yeah, no, I'm excited, bro. It's going to be emotional. We're going to get it this year. So, you know, we've got so much coming to us this year. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. It's one of the best shows, man. I'll be genuinely upset when it ends. I remember after 24, I just didn't want it to end because I was like, Jack Bauer was a part of my life. I didn't want it to end.
He's the guy, bro.
Yeah. So now with these shows, I'm like, they're part of my life. It's like end games as well. I never wanted that to end, but it has to end, and you have to go through that emotion. And I just hope they all have a happy ending. That's my hope. That's
Exactly.
my hope.
Exactly.
All right, did you ever watch that show Yellowstone? I heard really good things.
No,
about
not yet.
it.
The one with Kevin Costa.
Costner.
Costa,
Yes, well,
sorry, Costa.
Supposed to be very good. Dennis Quaid has joined the cast for the new season. So
Okay.
something that I might have to try and get into myself, bro. I mean, because it's supposed to be really good.
No, definitely. I'll check it out. All right. Was there anything else?
That was everything on my list, bro, man. I know there was a lot. We went through a lot today, but that was everything on my list, man. A lot going on. Check out Fight Talk. There was fights, UFC, ONE FC. Me and K West are going to talk about those. But yeah, other than that, man, I had nothing else, man, to think. I will give you an update on Hans Zimmer next week. But yeah, that was it,
All right,
bro.
cool. All right, bro. I gotta go. Alara's going nuts. But yeah, no, guys, as always, massive thank you, man. This light is giving me yellow teeth syndrome, bro. Loud that, bro. I'll catch you guys up soon. As always, massive thank you for the support on the channel. Go check out the gaming channel. The link is in the description, guys. Make sure you go check that out. Watch Gilman stream while he plays God of War Ragnarok. But as always, massive thank you. As always, one love, guys. Peace.
Peace.